What's up, friends? I want to talk to you real quick about evaluating absentee-owned FedEx businesses that are for sale. And a lot of times when people think about evaluation, they are trying to verify what the seller is saying that is happening in the business. Here's how much money I'm making, here's how many hours I'm working, here's all the things I do, here's the risk and all this kind of stuff. And granted, trying to verify what is being said is obviously very important, but it's also very dangerous whenever we're doing a very solid evaluation in the ways that I teach. And so the reason is that if you just look at what the seller is saying, it only looks at one part. And I take a three-pillared approach that I basically created whenever I started evaluating these routes 15 years ago. And those three pillars deal with the net income, the ease of management, which basically deals with your time, and also the sustainability, which deals with your risk. And essentially, if you look at the ease of management aspect in terms of how many hours a week that the guy is working, the problem is it's going to be very difficult to ascertain how many hours he's actually working. But just pretend that you did and you figured out exactly how many hours a week he's working. Well, if he's running the business into the ground, well, it doesn't really matter how many hours a week that he's working. And this popped up because I was working with someone a while back and they said that they were talking to the broker and they told the broker that they're looking for an absentee run business. And the broker says, well, the best way to be able to see whether one is being, or could be run absentee is to see the one that already has the absentee owner. And again, granted, that might help you out a little bit, but it's also very deceiving because probably half of those are going to be really, really poorly run. Because again, it's a very slippery slope between absentee and neglect. So it's very, very slippery slope between those two terms. And so the point is that a lot of times people will see these absentee owned businesses and they'll say, oh, that one's the good one because it's got the SOPs, it's got the systems in place. Oh, this is already being run absentee. And I look at it and I'm like, yeah, it's being run like trash though, and this contract might not even renew. So the point is that you have to be very cautious because anytime that a seller says something, and by the way, most of the sellers are fairly honest, it's the issues that pop up afterwards. Like, yeah, he really is working 5 hours a week. Wonderful. Oh, wait, he's running his business into the ground. And it's very difficult to see if you're running the business into the ground with FedEx because it's not like you see the slope. Oh, it's going down, 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 down. Oh, we got to fix this and turn things around. Doesn't work like that. It goes here, 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 and then it just goes to zero because it doesn't get its contract renewed. So the point is that verification is a very dangerous way to evaluate these businesses. You have to know where you really want to be. And of course, that takes a little bit of some knowledge of FedEx itself to know what sort of things that they are requiring, both in black and white, and also what is implied that they want you to do. And once you know those sorts of things, this game is very easy, but it's also very dangerous for people that don't and think that they can just verify everything the seller is saying and then everything will work out from there. Those people are going to get screwed and it's not going to go very well. So anyway, just kind of keep that in mind whenever you're evaluating these deals. Be a little bit extra cautious anytime you see the word absentee owned, and hopefully that'll help you from being burned. Anyway, take care. Talk to you soon.